I don't know, I'm just me, man. I just like to have fun.
Missy Elliott came in and ushered a whole new sound. Nothing like that was on the radio.
Missy Elliott is one of the undisputed queens of rap and R&B, and the success of her first album, Super Duper Fly, changed music forever.
She's a rapper, producer, songwriter, singer. She was doing all those things on her album. She wrote, produced, sung, and rapped all the songs on her album. And I think the legacy of that is just so impactful because she was doing everything. At the time, like, yeah, there were women in rap, and of course there were women singing R&B and in hip hop, but to have one woman do all of those things at once and not only do it for herself, but for other artists and have somebody step out the box and make these wacky music videos. And I think a lot of people just love the fact that she just didn't take herself so seriously.
Should I stay original? Should I change up? Oh, it's not working. Everybody chasing the chart, so I got to do this. And no, you be yourself and be okay with that.
Released in 1997, Missy Elliott's debut album was made in just 2 weeks with one of her biggest collaborators, Timbaland.
The thing about me and Timbaland together is we both got cutting edge minds, and we don't like to stay in one particular spot. We like to keep creating new sounds for the radio, and we're going to continue to do that as time go on. In 2000, 3000, 4000, we're going to continue to keep making the best music we can.
At the time, a lot of artists in rap were using samples. Like Diddy was using like old school samples with B.I.G., with classic songs from the 70s and 80s. And then Missy would use similar samples, but she and Timbaland, when they were producing their album, would kind of distort them and add their own layer to it. And a lot of the sounds and beats weren't just typical musical instruments. They would use sounds of like babies crying, like sound of rain, and just like all kinds of different sounds you hear in everyday life, but moving that into music. Listening to the album and hearing it start with Busta Rhymes intro and then Sock It To Me, then Beat Me 911, and then Super Duper Fly, and like those 4 songs back to back to back, literally the first 4 songs you hear on the album, like that was an incredible 4-song run. And I love how when you're listening to her music, you'll hear her like rap a couple bars, start singing, and then rap again, and then like sing a hook. And that's what just makes everything so seamless.
In addition, Missy Elliott's music videos made her stand out and had a huge impact on culture and fashion in the late 1990s and early 2000s.
I think what is so great about them and what people loved is that they were so futuristic. Everything kind of had like this almost surrealist kind of look, especially the rain. And the biggest thing people remember about that video is her in like that huge inflatable leather suit. And to me, that was almost like a way to say, this is me, this is my body, I'm gonna wear this gigantic leather suit and show you I can do whatever I want. And then Sock It To Me, they had those really cool, futuristic 3D spacesuit. And I just think Hype Williams really elevated it. She had her own sound, and then if you match the sound with the music videos Hype Williams was directing, it really made everything flow so perfectly, and it really showed her vision. The impact of that was just somebody who was so comfortable in themselves and being able to step out in the box in a way that people just weren't doing at that time. Like if you look at, the fashion of 1997, it was very out there what Missy Elliott was doing. She was like 20 light years ahead of what's going on now. Being a woman, a Black woman at that, and then a plus size Black woman, I can imagine how incredibly difficult it is for artists to have any kind of control of their image.
I want to be able to motivate that generation behind me because I had people to motivate me. I don't just want it to be about my music. I want to be how did I help people mentally?
I think women in the industry now are in like amazing place, a much better place than before, maybe like 25 years ago when Missy was there. And I think artists like Missy definitely paved the way for women to be able to talk about their bodies, their sexuality, and kind of own that lane, especially such a male-dominated industry, rap. No matter what, like Missy Elliott is always going to be considered one of those great.
Oh, women most definitely are gonna excel in rap. I think we are more outspoken now. A lot of things that we used to be scared to talk about, we just speaking about it now, and a lot more women are coming in and doing label deals and being more business minded than just coming in trying to, you know, get the fame or whatever. They're taking their business side very, very seriously, like I myself.